everyone, my name is Michaela, Cinematic Stitches here on YouTube, and welcome to my channel all about cross-stitch and other crafty things. Mostly cross-stitch though. Cross-stitch, some quilting, maybe a few things thrown in here or there, but mostly cross-stitch. I hope you have all been well. It is a lovely sunny day in November, which, you know, I'm in Vancouver. It's usually very rainy here, but we've had a pretty good month so far. And apparently the 1 week it wasn't all that great. I was in Portland where it was lovely. So I've lucked out. It's been a really nice November for me. I hope it's been similar for all of you. Hopefully you aren't drowning in rain. I have quite a few things to show you, so I'm just gonna jump right in. I went like a little crazy in Portland, and I shouldn't say that. Well, I treated myself. Let's just say that. I treated myself when I was in Portland. I bought a lot of stuff to show you. Well, not just to show you. It was all for me, but you'll take pleasure in seeing it, hopefully. Little secondhand joy, I guess, from seeing what I purchased. But yeah, I have a few things I've got to finish. I have a new start, and I got a couple whips. I have mostly been focused on this new start though, because it's something I'm trying to finish for the Jingle Ball, which is in 1 week. So let's get down to it. I will start with my finish because it's so darn cute. So I was working on this Juggle spell, number 3, I think it is. Yep, Halloween Bitty Buttons, number 3. It's this witch. This is from the Victoria sampler, and this is a pattern I actually got on sale from Acorns and Threads when I was there in April. And I finished it. Oh my goodness, look at her and look at those buttons. Can you even? She's so cute. We love a witch. And these pumpkin buttons are honestly like to die for. And this is like whisper, what's that called? Whisper thread or something in her hair. There's some cry neck in here. So she's got sparkly nails and like a little thing here. She's got beads on her nose and for her eyes. I love her. She's so cute. Absolutely loved. So this stitched up pretty quickly. I did it in a few sittings, and like when November came around, like I was almost done. I just had like her arm and like a bit of this boundary and then the beads to sew on. So I was like, I should probably just get it done, you know, because I don't want like something that's like 85% done just hanging around until next Halloween. So I did it. So this came as like a little kit. So I bought this along with it. So it's mostly stitched with Gentle Art. There's some Weeks dye works in here, Rainbow Gallery Whisper fluff for her hair. And yeah, it had the buttons as well, which was why I purchased it. 'Cause like normally I kit up my own stuff, but I just needed those buttons. Look at them. Love them. Absolutely love them. So I've got to finish. That's exciting. Very exciting for me. And I've got a new start as well. So I'll put up what the pattern looks like right here. This is a Hello from Liz Mathews pattern. This is for the Jingle Ball. So I am going to be in the finishing class for this project in 1 week's time, which has me slightly panicked because I technically don't need to have it finished for next week. Like the class is going to be recorded. I could finish it anytime in December, but I'm determined to finish it. So I started this earlier this month, and I feel like I've done pretty good. Let me just fold it up for you. It's fat at the base, and it'll get skinnier as you go up because it's meant to be a tree. Finished as a tree. So that's what I've got so far. And I think I can finish by next Saturday, but it is going to require me to stitch mostly monogamously. Yep, that's how you say that word. It's something I'm not used to doing, but it's what I've been doing for most of November, really. Like I've been working on this project nearly every day. Even when I've touched something else, I've maybe put a couple hours into this project in the morning. It has been so fun. I really love it. Let's try and pull back here. So I am stitching this on a 28 count seraphim linen. It's called Witching Hour, bold in brackets, that I got at Acorns and Threads, probably a couple last year, maybe. I maybe got it last year. But as you can see, I'm almost done the base here. I need to fill in like a bit here. I've got these trees. There's going to be a cardinal here, 3 houses, some reindeer here, and then Santa is going to be flying around in the sky. And yeah, it's been great. I'm stitching with this with the DMC conversion that Liz Mathews provided, and I'm loving it. I think this is going to look so cute when it's finished. I bought a base that I am now wondering if it's going to work. A lot of the suggested items I cannot find here. I do have a candle holder that might work, but I'm going to need some like wax melted into it so I could actually spike it in. But I'm going to see if the thing what I bought as the base was like this, styrofoam, like, you know, like it's green styrofoam you're meant to put flowers in. So I bought styrofoam, some fake moss, and some greening pins to sort of make it look like a grassy kind of knoll. I'm going to stab a dowel rod in there, and then this tree will stick out of it. It might completely collapse, but if it does, I can figure that out later. It's fine. I think it's gonna look hella cute though. I mean, like, really, look at that. And I bought the last of the finishing materials today. I went down to Dresso. If you are ever in Vancouver, go to Dresso. Oh my God. Things are like everything's expensive now, but Dresso, there's like, you could get zippers for 99 cents. I feel like it's pretty hard to find zippers for that price now. Like most other places I see them, they're like $2 or like $1.50 maybe, 99 cents. But yeah, so I bought some lovely lace there to help finish this off. But yeah, so this is going to be my focus for the next week. I'm really, really trying to finish this. I think I can do it, but we'll just have to see. So as I said, this was my main focus, but I did work on a couple other projects this month. I had a whip go call for We're Made for Each Other, which is a Witchy Stitcher pattern. Pattern looks like this. I started this on my husband and I's 13th? No, this year was our 14th dating anniversary. It's been a while. This is where I was last time I touched this project, and this is where I am now. So I absolutely love this project so much. The bride's face is really coming out well. Looks absolutely lovely. I'm stitching this on DMC, and this fabric is Huntress by Picture This Plus. It's a 14 count Aida, and it's like such a nice Aida to work with. Really nice and soft, not like crunchy the way some Aida is. Although I have met some people who like crunchy Aida, like they want it to be stiff, which I don't quite get, but that's fine. It works for them. But this one, oh, look at her. She's beautiful. I love her. Yeah. So I just put 5 days into her, and it's not like 5 full days of stitching. It's like I stitched on her 5 separate days this month. So maybe a thread went in each day, a couple more threads on some days than others. But yeah, I think she's looking so good. I'm loving her. Can't wait for her to be done. Then I can move on to Frankenstein's monster on the other side. And I plan on finishing this as a pillow, and I think it's going to look really, really cute. So we had that, and I had 3 other projects I touched that I didn't really spend too much time on, but I'm going to show you anyway because they were done. So I worked a bit more on my Halloween at Hawkrun Hollow. I am not going to be completing the second square this year. I just know it because I'm focused on finishing this Christmas piece, and then come December, it's just going to be all Christmas all the time, which is fine by me. It means I won't finish my Whip Go board for this year, but that's fine. We don't need to. So this is Halloween at Hawkrun Hollow. I'm sure many people know what this is. It's a massive pattern. I worked on this block earlier this year. I'm working on this block here. This is where I was last time we spoke, and here I am now. So Not too much more has been done, but you know, we got a little bit of progress on there. So I did the grass, filled in the gravestone a little bit. I think the roots of the tree have been extended as well, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, let me fold it down a little better. I'm really enjoying this project. I'm hoping to have like the full top row completed by the end of next year. I want to get this done eventually. You know, hopefully by the time I'm 40, which I think should be possible. I've still got a few more years before that happens. But, yeah, there it is. There's that tree. Look at that. It's got all these birds on him. Nice grave. Get a little closer for you. Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm really enjoying working on this pattern. But it is a lot of stitching, especially like I'm stitching this on a 32 count. I think it's just a light mocha is what it was called. Stitching it with DMC thread. It's going to be so big. I think these squares are 91 by 91. And like some of them are very nearly full coverage and there are others that are completely full coverage. So it's just going to be like, oh my God. If you want to see someone who, I mean, so many people have like finished this and are working on it, but Pam from Just Keep Stitching is working on this right now. And I think she most recently did one of the lower squares like this one, the Spooky Swamp. And hers is just looking just beautiful. So one day I'll get down to the Spooky Swamp too. But for now, we're up with the trees, having a grand old time. All right, what else we got? I've got 2 more projects to show you. Each of these only got 1 day, I'm sad to say, but I got some effort into them, and that's really what matters to me. So the next one I worked on, like I said, it was just 1 day. Let me find the cover sheet for you. Pardon the crinkling paper. This is from Twin Peak Primitives. It is the Richest Season of the Soul. So I wanted to get a little more work on some of my autumn pieces. That's what this is meant to look like. Here's where I was last time. And I really didn't do very much, but I did finish the water wheel. So that's something, right? Yay, the water wheel. She's done. All red, looking cute. I really, really love this piece. It's so much fun to work on, quite honestly. It's just really, really cute. Like great colors. You feel warm while you're working on it. It's just a nice farm scene. There's going to be some sheep over here that I'm excited to do. It'll be sometime next year I work on those though. But I would love to have this finished for next year. And I mean, it's totally possible. There's really not all that much more to do. The house is really like, the house and the yard beneath it are really like the chunkiest parts. And then we got an alphabet up here. I got to finish the border. The border doesn't take very long. It's just sort of like, I don't really love border stitching. The repetitiveness and the fact I kind of have to like jump around with my thread. There are other things I like working on better, but the border is beautiful. Like really, really lovely. So I think I can, I'm saying it now, I think I can finish this next year. We'll see what happens. But that is the Richest Season of the Soul from Twin Peak Primitives. Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you about the fabric. I think this is cappuccino is what it is. Most likely a 28 count. Oh, look at that. I have the little tag in here. It's a 32 count. 32 count cappuccino from Weeks Linen. Weeks Dye Works. And yeah, just stitching it with DMC. Trusty old DMC. Yeah, it's looking lovely. And the last project I touched was one that I just worked on for one evening. This was just a couple nights ago. I really wanted to get a little more done on Autumn Cloche. That was my, what is it? This year's autumn start. So this is Autumn Cloche. I feel like this was extremely popular last year, so many people likely know this. I'm sorry, it's kind of a, there we go, that's better. Less glare. Yes, it's from Hello from Liz Mathews. It's pretty big. It is totally gorgeous, lovely colors. And this is where I was last time I worked on it. Barely started the outline of a flower. Not even the outline of a flower, like part of the inside of a flower. And here I am now. Not very far, but you know what? I'm like 75% done this flower, I would say. I'm stitching on 40 count, so it's nice and tiny. This is my first 40 count project. I was assuming 40 count would be a little more intimidating than it actually is. It's, I will say, a little more slow going just because obviously the holes are a lot smaller, but I'm liking it. Hang on, I'll just make it nice and teeny tiny. So yeah, there's the flower. Am I holding it up? I'm holding that flower upside down. There you go. That's the correct way to see it. I'm pretty sure these straight bits are at the top. Yes, they are. Yeah, so just working on a flower right now. Again, I'm using DMC thread. As I mentioned, this is a 40 count linen in Phantasm from Atomic Ranch Linen. It's really nice color. It's kind of picking up all right on camera. I always mean to grab, like, do I even have any? I don't even know if I have any, but like a whiteboard so you can actually see the color a bit more correctly. But it's like a bluey, purpley kind of, sort of reminds me of like a lightly stormy sky. But I thought it would look really nice with all these little flowers and pumpkins and things. And yeah, I'm really enjoying working on this. I don't know when I'll get to it next, but it's so cute and I'm enjoying it. So that's what matters. Okay. I think that was it, right? Am I done my whips? I've done my whips. Okay. I did not take any notes for this episode, by the way, so we might get a little scattered at some point, but I think that's going to be fine. We're just going to deal with it. I was like, I like to film while my husband is out, and I fell asleep. I was out all this morning, got my nails done. Oxblood, so like my favorite color for autumn. I get it every year. And I came home and I took a nap and I woke up. He's like, I'm leaving now. And I'm like, wait, I haven't even prepared for the episode. So we're just diving in. We're diving in. But yeah, that is all the stitching I've done. I'm going to show you all the stuff I bought now. And there's a lot of stuff. I was saving my pennies for this. I bought so much fabric, which it's just like, it blows my mind that like you could just go somewhere and buy your fabric and actually look at it in person and see what it looks like. And it's not gonna, it's like fabric in Canada. Okay, I might be slightly wrong on this, but most of the fabric I see, I'm spending a fair amount of money for. This, like, some of these pieces were like 23 bucks. And I know that's American, so with the exchange it is more, but it's still cheaper than what I can find up here. So I grabbed a fair amount of fabric. Okay, since we're talking about fabric, let's start there. I bought, I think, six pieces of fabric. Yeah, I sure did. Okay, I got a 40 count piece of Newcastle linen in platinum. It's kind of got a nice, oh, does it have a sheen? Is that just my eyes right now? No, it doesn't, but it's a nice neutral. And I have a plan for this. I will show you the plan. Oh, or was I going to do it on Jackalope? Maybe I was going to do this on Jackalope. Now I can't remember which fabric I selected for the piece that I bought the thread for, but that could be a decision I make later. It's fine. It'll either be one of these two fabrics I'll show you next. But anyway, I got this nice 40 count platinum. I got a 40 count Jackalope from Lapin Loops Linen, which is, it's got some nice modeling throughout. It's like kind of creamy colored. The camera's making it look a little more dark, but I don't think it's that dark. Looks lovely. I got this beautiful orchid color from Belfast Linen, 32 count. My favorite count, still to this day. Love a 32. So that's a lovely color. I got another 32 count Mystic Linen in Pearl. This is so pretty. It's a really nice gray. I feel like just with how the sun's setting right now, we're not gonna pick up the true colors, but you can take my word for it. It's gorgeous. I got another, oh no, this is, sorry, I thought this said something else. But anyway, I got a light turquoise, Newcastle Linen 40 count as well. Another 40 count. I'm stocking up on these higher counts. Just, I have like a couple bigger projects and I'm like, I gotta get some, like I can't put them all on 32 count. I don't have that much wall space. But that is like this really lovely, kind of like robin egg blue. I got a 28 count Lugana Peach Rose, which is just a lovely color. I've had hair similar to this color and oh, I love it. Love it when it fades to that peach. So that's very pretty. That's actually, I think it's a pretty big hunk of fabric I bought too. So I don't know what's gonna fit on there or what we're gonna put on it, but I'm sure it'll look lovely, whatever it is. And then I just got some black Ada, 18 count. Most of the black Ada I have is 14 count, I believe. So, and I think I'm almost out of it. I think I maybe have like one small piece left. So I got like just a big hunk of it because I have like a fair number of Night Spirit Studio pieces that I'd like to start. And most of her stuff is on black Ada. Well, not Ada, but black cloth. So I find Ada easier to stitch on for dark pieces because this, just the holes are a bit easier to find on Ada. So that's my fabric. Okay, I've been talking about like this. Yes? Otis is here. He's staring at me. Hi, Otis. Sweetie pie. He's just like sitting amongst my stitching right now. Hi, sweetie. I'll show him to you at the end of the video. Anyway, I keep sort of hinting at this piece that I'm going to be working on. So in December, my plan is to start Christmas Garden by Blackbird Designs. This thing is mondo, like it's it's a really big piece. And I went to Acorns and Threads to pick out some fancy floss that I thought would look good with this. And the original colors for it are Calico Kitty and Fool's Gold from Color and Cotton, and Endive and Heirloom Gold from Gentle Arts. Now, or sorry, not Color and Cotton, Classic Colorworks. That's the CC. Classic Colorworks, Calico Kitty and Fool's Gold. But those dye lots have shifted a fair amount. If you want to see what they look like now, because this looks quite vibrant, right? But if you want to see what like these reds, especially the Calico Kitty looks like now, check out Megan, the Seattle stitcher. She's stitching hers with the called for threads, and hers is absolutely gorgeous, but it's very like prim, and like the red is now more of like a soft pink. And it looks great, but it's definitely not like a punchy Christmas red, which is what I wanted to go for. So I wanted to look at the threads in person and see what I could get. You're gonna hear me jostling through this bag right now, but that's fine. We're just gonna have to deal with that. Just want to select the 4 colors I picked. There they are. Haha, so beautiful. Okay, so I went through and picked my 4 colors. So I went with Cranberry from Gentle Art. I went with Balsam Fir from Classic Colorworks for the green. Again, really wishing I picked something white so you could see, but there's the red and the green. I feel very Christmassy looking at that. I went with the Fool's Gold that is called for in here. So this is Classic Colorworks Fool's Gold. I think it still looks really beautiful and very, obviously all these threads still look beautiful, but it looks, to my eyes anyway, still very similar to what it looks like in this, what am I trying to say? What it looks like in the picture. So it's like gold through kind of like this whitey, not white, but like dark gold through light gold, essentially. So that looks lovely. And then for the browns, which is supposed to be heirloom gold, I looked at the current heirloom gold and I wasn't really feeling it. So I went with apple cider, because heirloom gold is what you stitch the pots and the deers in. And I'm like, well, I want that to be more like a brown. So I grabbed the Gentle Art apple cider, which I thought looked really nice and warm, kind of still goldy. It looks lovely. And here are the 4 of them together. So this just uses 4 colors. These are gonna be what I use. Now, I was saying, I actually can't remember which one I went with. For some reason, I think it's the platinum, but now I'm like, well, was the platinum too cool? I don't know. I'm either gonna be doing it on Jackalope, which maybe it's too mottled. It's not that mottled, but actually it could look quite nice because it's a pretty warm color. So I could do Jackalope, or I could do it on the platinum. It might have been the platinum I was thinking, because it's just so neutral. Probably the platinum. But yeah. So this is going to be what I use when I start this piece in December. I'm probably going to start it early December. It's huge. It's gonna take me a while to finish it, but I really like it. It's a genealogical sampler. So the designer, Barb Adams, used her maternal genealogical line. So there's the initials of her, sorry, I'm reading off the piece now. The initials of her mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, and great-great-grandmother are in this piece, which I think is just lovely. So, Mom, I'm sure you're going to be watching this at some point. I'm probably going to be asking you for your great-great-grandmother's name, because I don't know what that is. But yeah, I'm really excited to start this. So that's plans. I didn't put plans before haul, but we can talk about that later. Consider this part of plans. So I'm going to be starting that early December. That's a big plan for me. Okay, let's keep going through this goodie bag. What else did I get? I don't know. I kind of forgot all the things I purchased. Okay, let's go through these small patterns, because these are extremely cute. Is that all I got? There's all my thread. Yep. Okay. Small patterns. I picked up Chubby Bird from Jeanette Douglas. So cute. I would say I'm like 50-50 on PDF and physical patterns. I don't know which I prefer. I'm kind of crazy. I don't mark my patterns unless they're extremely complicated, even on my PDFs. Yeah. I rarely lose my place on them. So for me, like, a physical pattern is just like, okay, whatever, that's great. I never draw on them regardless. Sometimes, have I ever made a working copy? Yes, I've made one working copy, and that was for the Richest season. But I don't know. I don't mark them. But I love looking at patterns. I love holding them. So physical things I quite enjoy. Do I have the space to store them? Nope. They just get jammed in a cupboard somewhere, but that's fine. So anyway, Chubby Bird is extremely cute. Perhaps this is what I'll start for my birthday in February, to kind of go, I know some people do February, and that's just a nice small one. I didn't finish my I still haven't finished my last birthday start, so I want to finish that before I move on to another big project for my birthday. But Chubby Bird is so small and so cute. I love Chubby Bird. So we got Chubby Bird. I got 2 more of the Tiny Towns. I had to get Harvest. These are from Heart and Hand. I mean, really, look at that. I love it. I just started the Halloween Tiny Town in October. Didn't get too far in it, but these I know won't take very long to stitch up. Just, they're not huge. And they're so cute. So I had to get that one. I also got Christmas Tiny Town, because I was really feeling the Christmas vibes this year. So Christmas Tiny Town. I bought this, Kesslin's If the Hat Fits. I bought, so there's 2 pieces that go with this. And I didn't see this last time I was there in April. In April, I bought, I can't remember what it's called, but it has all their boots, all the witches' boots. And this one has all their matching hats. And I'm like, oh my God, well, if I stitch the boots, surely I need to stitch the hats. And I bought the little accoutrement pack. Where are you? There you are. Don't drop it. It's got beads and a feather and like spider things. Anyway, so cute. Had to get it. I'm going to do that 1 year. I don't know. I'm assuming I'll finish all this at some point in my life. I'm going to live till I'm 200. What do we have here? This is When Witches Go Riding from With Thy Needle and Thread. And I just thought it was so cute. Look at these chunky witches flying in the sky. I just love how rotund they are. And those cats with the pumpkins. Sorry, I'm trying to get this so it's not super glary. I'm like... Anyway, it's cute. I love it. Make some little, just some little pillows, you know? Everyone loves a little pillow. I'm going to turn that previous witch I finished this month into a little pillow. I got one from another pattern from Serenità di Campagna, Uova Fresche. Pardon me, I'm trying to remember my Italian pronunciation. CHE is like a ke sound. You don't go ch, so Uova Fresche? I think that's how it... Fresche? My Italian instructor's like cringing. It's been a few years since I've taken a class, y'all. It's fine. But yeah, fresh eggs is what it is. And I really love chickens. I don't really eat eggs all that much anymore, but they're just so cute. Look at them. So I really want to stitch this one. Yep. Hella cute. Spotted that. I was like, gotta buy it. Obviously, it's chickens. I think I got a few things from the Blue Flower, but there's Autumn Bee, which is stunning. Look at these colors, honestly. And I feel like this fabric I bought, Orchid. Well, I'm dropping my fabric everywhere. Sorry. Orchid would work really well as like a backing fabric for this. As the fabric I would stitch on for this piece. So that's lovely. I got this one from Lindy Stitches because it is way too cute. It's called Reindeer Games. Look at all these babies. There's a pig. I love pigs. And a little mouse. So sweet. And I got another super cute Christmas one from Cottage Garden Samplings. It's the Christmas Parade. I just love how all their little noses are upturned in the air. That is hella cute. Ugh. Like literally adorable. And then like the little alphabet raining down on them. Ooh. Something like about this reminds me of, is it Bambi? Maybe not Bambi, but anyway, well, kind of Bambi-esque. I mean, there is literally like a little Bambi there, but you know, cute little animals marching in a row. I had to get it. Too cute. We got a couple more patterns to go through. Like I said, I dropped a chunk of change. I got another Hello from Liz Mathews pattern, the Pumpkin House. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. And I believe these are actually 2 different fabrics you're meant to stitch together. So that'll be a fun challenge whenever I find this, because I think like, doesn't the like dye tightens fabric? So it'll be a fun challenge finding some that'll fit. But yeah, this is just so pretty. So I had to pick it up. I also got from Samplers and Primitives the Autumn Alphabet. I just thought this looked really cute. I love anything autumnal. So we got a deer, some acorns. Just gonna make a nice little pillow. Why not? Okay, I got Emily's Bliss, and I didn't even see the pattern. I just saw this thread pack, and I'm like, oh my God. Gloria in a silk pack for Emily's Bliss? Like, hello? What pattern does this go with? And, God, like those colors are amazing. Well, it goes with this pattern. Every leaf speaks bliss to me. From, it's a quote from Emily Bronte, I think. Is that what that says? Emily Bronte, yeah. From Summer House Stitchworks. Like, stunning, right? Absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna love stitching it with these Gloriana silks. And I think, I mean, it's not a massive pattern, right? So I'm gonna have quite a few of these left over for other fall themed pieces, but oh, the colors. Let's take it out of the bag, shall we? Give them a good pet. So what's in here? Oh, they're so soft. I've got Cabernet, Sassy Green, Fall Foliage, lovely. I actually feel like I maybe bought one of these on their own or something very similar. I know I have a Gloriana silk in my cupboard. Maybe it was Fall Foliage. Either way, it was like some type of autumnal themed thread, but holy moly, that is gorgeous. I've got Tangerine Dark, Sunflower, Lacquered Gold, very nice. It's my neighbor's kids. They love to yell in the hallway. They're very young. Just, you know, your voice echoes out there, so it's kind of fun. And I think this one's called Whiskey Marmalade. Like, these colors! I can't. It's so beautiful. Really, it's so beautiful. So, I'm like, okay, well, I'm buying that pack, and then I'll just get whatever pattern comes with it. And the pattern was cute, too, so there we go. Win-win! Jam that back in there. All right, let's keep things moving. I got this Moonlight Sampler from the Blue Flower. Another truly massive piece, but it is so pretty. It's got all these nocturnal animals on it. If you wanted to do a smaller version of this, you could just do the alphabet with some of the animals. Well, the animals are already in the alphabet in the main, whatever, in the main picture. You would just do this section if you wanted to do just like a chunk of it. But I think this whole pattern is just so pretty. Like, really, it is. Ugh, I love it. Though my soul may set in darkness, it will rise in perfect light. I have loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. Love it. So romantic. So one day, as she says to every single pattern she's purchased, one day I'll stitch this. I bought another one from the Blue Flower, Happy Campers. I camp every year. I love it. And this pattern was just so cute. It screamed Pacific Northwest to me. There's an American flag there. I'll change that to something. Probably not the Canadian flag. Some flag. Something. Maybe the Canadian flag. I don't know. I'm not a particularly patriotic person, so I don't know if I want a country flag there, but we can think of something fun to put there, maybe, right? I love the, I think it's a beaver and a porcupine roasting marshmallows at the top. Like, how freaking cute is that? And the ram climbing the border is so good. I love it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of, well, have I seen a lot of these animals? Not that these animals are particularly exotic. I've never seen a moose. I would love to see a moose. I've seen a lot of bighorn sheep, though, driving through the Rockies, and they're so cute. All right, we've got a couple more patterns. I bought Morning Tide from Kathy Barrick. More animals. I love animals. Oh, isn't that cute? Look at them go, springing forth. I really liked her little description on the back. Morning Tide was inspired by the view of my backyard each morning. The wildlife is so unexpected and brings me such joy. Tell me about it, Kathy. I love them. Like, that's so cute. So I don't think this one is like, no, it's not too big. It's 135 by 116. Just a little one, little piece. And then I had to buy this. I've seen so many stitchers working on this. Like Lindy Stitches is working on this. The New Hampshire Stitcher as well. I think the Museum Stitcher maybe just started it. Maybe, I don't know. It's Garden Sampler. from Carriage House. Carriage House? Carriage House Samplings. It's beautiful. Look at that. I love gardens. Like, I love walking through a garden. My no-no had a huge garden. Well, it seemed huge to me. It was pretty big. Like, it was most of his backyard. And he grew so many lovely things. And my husband's no-no, he's got a truly huge garden. They have a really, really, really big backyard. They live in Burnaby. If you're from this area, you would maybe know where, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, there's more space in Burnaby, to say the least. But they've got a pretty big backyard, and he's turned that into the most stunning garden. Like, he grows just about anything. And anyway, needless to say, I love walking through a garden, especially when everything is growing. It's so beautiful. And yeah, I just love the look of this piece. So one day I'll stitch it. Okay, is that all? Is that all, she says? Is that all from Acorns and Threads? Yeah, I think that was it. They gave me this lovely bag. It's washable paper? I've never heard of that, but it's pretty cool. It kind of looks like leather. But it's nice to have something that looks like leather that isn't leather. For me, anyway. Very cute. Okay, I do have something else to show you. I went to Pioneer Quilts, which is southern Portland. I don't think I've ever been that far down in the city. Oh my God, this place was gorgeous. There's like a lot of quilting stores in America. Like, there's just, obviously there's a population base that can support crafting stores, like quilting stores and cross-stitch stores. That does not exist up here in Canada. I'm sure we definitely have more quilting stuff than we do like needlework and cross-stitch, but I don't think any of the local quilting stores we have anything on this place. It was in this gorgeous house. I won't be putting my pictures up. I'll link to it below. My pictures are terrible, but it's in this absolutely lovely historic building. It's massive. They had like a full room for Halloween fabrics, a full room for Christmas, and then like just this big, like big space for all these, like they had like a whole section for wool and, like for applique work and, just all the other different fabrics they had there. There were so many patterns, and they had like all these beautiful display quilts. So I bought a few things. I will show you. Oh, I got some fusible flexi fuse, light fusible web. Cause I'm gonna try and do some applique. we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Oh Lord, I shoved some books in here too. So I got some quilting books, Urban Quilting. I thought this one was really cute. Had some really nice patterns in here and was like pretty, I'm very new to quilting, right? And I'm liking it. And I just need something to like walk me through the steps. So this book looked like it had some great explanation. I also got quilt step-by-step, patchwork and applique techniques, designs, and patterns, which is going to be great because I want to learn, like a lot of the quilts I like include some type of applique and they include patchwork. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. Someone help me. So I know the internet exists, but I like having like physical books to flip through. It helps me absorb things. You're going to hear a lot of crinkling. So if that's a problem for you, I'm so sorry for your ears. We're just going to have to deal with it for just a second. I will show you the fabric I bought, and then I realized the patterns I brought into the office to show one of my coworkers. They're just over there. I'm gonna have to grab them in a sec, but sorry. Sprinkletown. Okay. I had purchased like 2 of these fabrics from the, okay, so back up a second. Ruby Star Society released a whole Halloween line. I loved every single piece of it. I was like, surely I can't go totally nuts and buy some fabric from every one. So I picked the 2 I liked the best, and I purchased them a few months ago. Well, this store had, I think these are fat quarters. Yep, it's a fat quarter bundle, Michaela. It says right there. I bought the fat quarter bundle of the entire line of their Halloween fabrics. It cost a pretty penny, but my God, is it going to be, oh, I just ripped that right open. it's going to be worth it because, oh my God, every single one of these fabrics I adore. Like, I can see myself making so many different projects with these. Like, I can make project bags, I can make quilts, I can make anything. But yeah, so I bought a fat quarter bundle. It has the entire line. I'm pretty sure it's the entire line anyway. That's what the lady said. And it looks like it, like flipping through. But yeah, just great Halloween fabric for projects. Oh my God, I love it. So I'm happy I bought this. And then I got these, what do they call them? Crayons? Sorry for the crinkling. Quilter's crayon. I'm assuming it's cut off. I'm assuming that's what it says. But anyway, so I got a Christmas themed pack. I really liked all these fabrics. I'm going to use one of these as the backing fabric for my Santa's Night piece that I'm going to be finishing next week. Just something like cute, and maybe the one with the red stars. I think that'll go, like, it'll play nicely with the blue. I don't want it to be like fully blue all around. I kind of want some red in there, so I will likely go with that one, or perhaps even this, because we have this or this, these kind of like stripy patterns that go through it. So anyway, absolutely lovely. Can use that for Christmas projects. And I got this autumn one as well. Ooh, I love these. Look at all those. So many nice patterns in here, or patterns on these fabrics. Just loving it. So I bought those fabric bundles. Couldn't resist. Like, they're nicely rolled up in there for me. Yeah, I just love them. And 1 second, please. Okay, I'm back. Took me a little longer to find that. My table's a complete disaster right now. We're gonna be cleaning that tomorrow. And so, you know, I'm like, it's too late in the day for me to clean it. Saturday's practically over. It's a Sunday task. Okay, here are the quilting patterns I purchased. I got from Elizabeth Hartman, Dogs and Sweaters. How cute is that? I mean, seriously, this is why I had to buy that like piecing book, because I'm like, well, I don't know how to make these guys, but I'm gonna figure it out. Look at them. Oh my God. Well, there we go. Less glare. They're so cute. That's what the smaller quilt would look like, just the 4 dogs. I got Witch's Night Out from It's So Emma Patterns. Amazing. Cat on a broom. Love it. Hat, pumpkins, cauldron. Come on. Super cute. I like autumn. I like Halloween. You know that about me at this point. We've also got Buttermilk Basin Designs. This is like fully an applique piece. Basin rows through the years. Halloween campers in a row. Ooh, look at them. Look at the caravans. That's so cute. Again, no idea how to do applique. The lady at the store assured me it was easy and I just needed this magical paper and I'll be fine. So we'll see how that goes. Anyone know how to do applique? Want to help me? But look! Oh my God. I love it. Don't know when I'll do it, but I want it on my wall. And then I bought a book by Kim Deal? Simple Whatnots 3, a third serving of satisfyingly scrappy quilts. Flipped through this, loved the patterns. There looked like there was like a variety of patterns like for pillows and different sizes and different difficulty levels. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm in. Let's do this. Like, there's some really, I mean, they're all lovely. I mean, come on. Look at that. And I know I'm going to have a lot of scraps. I already have a lot of scraps for someone who's like barely started quilting. That one's going to be hard. I see circles, but it's fine. I'll work my way up to it. Yeah, just this stuff is just so pretty. So that's it. That's all, folks. That was my haul, my big haul. Okay. I'm surrounded by stuff. Let's talk about my plans. So my goal is to finish Santa's Night by next Saturday. Am I going to be able to do it? I don't know, but I am going to try. And that's what matters. December is next week, which is wild. Yeah, I'm going to be at the Jingle Ball. I took Friday off. I had I don't want to call them days to burn, but I need to use my holidays before the end of the year. So I took Friday off and, yeah, I'll be stitching, hanging out, probably working on Santa's Night, desperately trying to finish before my class. But that'll be good. So yeah, if you're at the Jingle Ball and you see me, say hello. I will be there, probably in my comfy clothes, just sitting on this couch. So there's the Jingle Ball. And as I noted previously, I've got a lot of Christmas starts planned. I only have one two now with Santa's Night, but like I said, my goal is to finish it next week. So once that's done, I will still only have one Christmas project, which is Red Cardinals from, who's that by? I can't remember right now. It's fine. I'll figure it out. But anyway, I have Red Cardinals. That's the only thing I'm working on. So I have a number of Christmas starts planned. There's the Lola Crow ornament sal that's going on right now. I have the fabric for that. I haven't started any of the ornaments. I'd like to stitch at least one this year. I'll pick my favorite one and work on that. And if we have time for more, we'll do that. I want to start Christmas Garden, which is what I showed you earlier. I have the mystery stitch along from Evertotes. I always make it plural. I think it's just Evertote. So it's a modern folk embroidery pattern. And it's like an advent calendar. You open a new piece every day, stitch it, whatever. So I'll be working on that as well. And then I have two other Christmas starts. I'm going crazy with the Christmas. I want to start, but they're smalls. So, there is hope that I'll finish these. They aren't Christmas Garden is the one massive piece I'm starting. I really love big projects. It's my thing, but I got to pick up some smaller ones too. So I want to do Plum Street Samplers Christmas Mini Moon. I got this, I don't know, last year, I think, at Acorns and Threads when I was there. So cute. It's nice and small. So, maybe I can finish it. I don't know. Maybe. And the Mistletoe Loitering Society from Lindy Stitches. I mean, come on. It's so cute. All of them. The raccoon, and the little goldfish, and the kitties. So yeah, another one that's not massive. I love the finish on this as as a pillow with the trim down here. So that would be a goal of mine, to finish it as a pillow. But another fairly tame size, I'm hoping. Yeah, it's hella cute. Am I right? Yeah, it is. It's very cute. So I got a lot of Christmas starts lined up. So that's going to be my most of December is just going to be Christmas stitching. I have We're Made for Each Other is going to be called. It technically has already been called because Whipgo's it's done. She's called all the numbers is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, my brain is we're done with talking. I got to talk a little more. Yeah, so I'm going to put 5 more days on this in December. I'm happy to do it. I love working on this. It's easy stitching. But other than this project, it's basically going to be all Christmas all the time until I get to the end of the month, which I am going to attempt to do a 12 by 12. Typically, I shouldn't say typically. I think a lot of people start 12 new projects before 12 midnight on New Year's Eve. I'm not gonna do that. No. I can't. Stitching 12 hours straight is that's nightmarish for me. My hands wouldn't be able to handle it. I just know I'd be cramped and angry. So I'm gonna do a 12 by 12. I'm gonna be working on 12 whips or works in progress that I started throughout this year just to get a little more progress on them. And I think I'm going to split that up over 3 days. So it's a 4 by 3 by 12 is what I'm doing. 4 projects a day for 3 days leading up to midnight on New Year's Eve. That's what I'm doing. I don't think I can handle more than that. I got other things to do, by the way. I just, as much as I would love to just sit and stitch, I don't think that's going to be in the cards for me, because I know I'm going to at least one party on New Year's Eve. And it's in the day. My friend throws this early New Year's. It's like a tradition that she had started years and years ago and has continued. So yeah, those are my plans. If you were just here to hear about cross stitching, this is going to be a very long video. I'm looking at the clock. I'm almost at an hour. If you were just here for cross stitch stuff and see the ridiculous amount of money I just spent, you are now free to leave. If you liked what you saw, why not subscribe to my channel? You get more of these videos. I post a video every 3 weeks. What are you going to be working on this Christmas? Comment below. Tell me. I'd love to know what Christmas pieces you're working on. And yeah, that's kind of it. Now I'm just going to quickly touch on what I've been watching, reading, and playing. Things I didn't write down, so we're just going to pull them out of my head right now. Like I said, I did not write notes for this episode. It's going to be a good one. But yeah, if you were just here for the stitching, fare thee well. Thanks for coming by. And let's just jump right into it. I'm going to try and make this short so we can just end this video, get on with our days. Okay, what have I been watching? Not a lot. I'm like, whoa, what have I been doing? I've been watching a lot of Drag Race, actually. I've just kind of needed like nothing to be thrown at me, and like reality TV is like a really good nothing to have thrown in your face while you think about other things and stitch on stuff. So I've been watching the RuPaul's Drag Race UK for this season. It's been fine. It's fun. It's whatever. I watched a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race and I got really burnt out on it about a year ago, and it's been kind of hard for me to keep up. I watched it a lot in the pandemic and it was like a good comfort show, but now I'm kind of like, can I really deal with and Canada's Drag Race just started, and I've seen one of the local queens anyway performing, who's on the show, so it's like, oh, that's cool. I'll watch to support them maybe, but then I'm like, can I watch another one of these? We're gonna try. Yeah. That's, I haven't really seen too many movies. I did see Killers of the Flower Moon. That was a long one. I really like Martin Scorsese. I love his films. This movie was really good. Performances were excellent. Lily Gladstone specifically, who plays, oh my God, I'm blanking on her name. The main character, Leo's wife in the movie. Anyway, she's fantastic. Absolutely amazing. The performances are great. You really want to just kill Leo's character, again, who I can't remember the name of. This is why notes are important, especially at the end of the week. I've had a busy week. I'm tired. Anyway, performances are great all around. This is a movie that made me feel sick to my stomach watching, though. It is extremely painful material to watch, but it's important. I think it's also important to watch it because this actually happened, which is really vile. And it didn't happen all that long ago. My grandmother was born, I think, just a couple years after these murders occurred. So it's within our lifetime. Well, not my lifetime, but like people who are still around today were alive when this was happening. So it's pretty intense. For those who don't know, it's about the murders of the Osage indigenous people. They had oil on their land, and they were some of the richest people in America. And there was a conspiracy to murder them and somehow gain access to their money. It's pretty vile, honestly, but it's an interesting story. It's how the FBI was formed. Well, not how, but it's one of the major reasons why the FBI was formed, was to help crack this case. And yeah, if you can stomach it, and if you can hang out in a theater for 3.5 hours Check it out. We have, I assume these theaters have got to be in other countries too, but we have like VIP theaters in Canada where you can sit in like a reclining chair, like a really, it's basically you get like a big massive couch to yourself. So that is how I would recommend seeing this one. It's stretched out so you can get comfortable in a nice, preferably heated seat. Anyway, I would recommend it. It's a hard watch, but it's good. What else? What else am I doing? Reading. Again, my brain is mush at this time of year. I'm trying to read. I'm still reading The Shining Girls, which I am really enjoying, but I'm not getting super far in it. My friend just lent me a book. I'm like, wait, it's November, and my brain doesn't work at this time of year. I expend all my energy into my job. And then when I come home, I really don't have a lot of time I have the time, I don't have energy to put into things like reading, but I'm trying to finish something by the end of the year. I think I'll get a couple more books finished, especially in December, because I have time off in December, which I'm very much looking forward to. And I'm really just planning on eating and reading and stitching. But yeah, no books finished this time around. And what am I playing? I'm playing a couple things. Dear God, pray for me. I bought a PlayStation 5 so I could play Baldur's Gate 3. They just released the PlayStation 5 Slim, which I purchased because I find the original PlayStation 5s obnoxiously large. And this one's still pretty freaking big, but it's an acceptable level of big for me. I didn't want the really massive one in my house. So I bought that. I got Baldur's Gate. I'm playing now. I made a hot as hell demon character. She is a high femme, gorgeous lady with big horns, beautiful, demonic red eyes. And I'm a sorcerer, so I'm just blasting people with spells. I've barely scratched the surface of this 100+ hour game. So I'm going to be playing this for a long time, and I'm so excited for it. These types of massive RPGs are daunting, but they are like totally up my alley. I love the story involved in them. I've never played another Baldur's Gate game. This is the third one. The originals are quite old at this point, but they make, so most RPG games are based on a Dungeons and Dragons system. But they hide a lot of that from you. So you don't actually see the dice rolling, and you don't actually have to move your character the way you would in an actual real life Dungeons and Dragons game. In Baldur's Gate, you do. So the combat is very different from many other games, but I'm really enjoying it. It kind of encourages you to be creative and tactical, something that I am not. So, well, I'm creative, but am I tactical? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I've been having a fun time with it. I'm really enjoying the game. I can't wait to start romancing people. That's really my ultimate objective when I play these kinds of games. And I also started a new game with the women I work with. We were previously playing Phasmophobia, which I still love. Great co-op game. We are now playing Lethal Company. It is hilarious. It's a co-op game, so you can play with up to 4 people. You are employees of a rather cruel company that sends you to abandoned planets to find junk that you collect and then sell. And you need to meet a quota, and your quota rises every time you're successful. And the planets you go to are populated with very hostile alien life forms. So you die a lot. It is hilarious. If you don't make your quota, you get blasted out the airlock and you have to start all over again. But we have just been having so much fun, and it's completely ridiculous. It's such a ridiculous game. And the animations are pretty janky. When you die, you can like pick your friend's body up, but their body's like a limp noodle. So when you run with it, it's just sort of like flopping everywhere. Anyway, very amusing to me. I've been having a really good time playing it. I'm going to be playing it again tonight. It's just a lot of fun. Anyway, yeah, if you're looking for a new co-op game that you can play on this is for PC only, I think, right now. It might be available on Mac too, but it's not on console yet. But it's called Lethal Company. It is ridiculous. If you want to watch some of it, I think it's like one of the top games being streamed on Twitch right now. It's just so much fun. Anyway, that's a wrap. This has been a very long video, and I'm pretty lazy right now, so I don't know how much editing is going to go into this. Maybe some editing. Anyway, I hope your Novembers was all good. What's English, Michaela? I hope all of you had a lovely November. The month is almost over, somehow. And I hope your Decembers are going to be great. I'll see you again in a couple weeks. That will be post Jingle Ball. I hope I'll be able to show you my beautiful finished Santa's Night tree, but we will see how that turns out. I'll be finished it by our next Flosstube for sure. For sure I'll be finished it. But anyway, as I mentioned, if you like what you saw, be sure to subscribe. And yeah, I will see you again in 3 weeks' time. Okay, bye-bye, everybody. Bye.